we have ways to work around it. No big deal. Do you guys have any questions first? No? Okay. So, first things first, I want to introduce Caesar. He's also one of my students, and he's going to be helping us today. He also trains in Muay Thai, as you can see by the Muay Thai shirt, and the pads. Real quick too, we have pads. I have some gloves. If you want to use gloves, it's not necessary. Most of the striking I'm going to do is elbows and knees and kicks. So mostly because I don't want you guys to hit bare knuckle and mess up your chance. Okay. But Caesar's going to help out. As you can see, we brought pads, so yeah, you're going to be able to as hard as you want. Well, almost as hard as you want. I also just real quick want to introduce, I have two of my other students, Carla and Abby. So they might be doing something a little different, but I want you guys to watch when I'm training them, because I've trained them to do a few other cool things that I want you guys to see. And you're wrapping your hands and you have cool gloves, so I'm pretty sure you have some experience. So while everybody's still coming in, so first things first, right now the way things are, these days, it's very important that you guys are aware of your surroundings, okay? Just for example here, right? You guys want to come, take a little walk, maybe walk your dog. You come into a situation like this, the first thing I want you guys to start doing is being aware of who's here, okay? When Caesar and I got here, we were the only two guys here. We were just chilling. As more people come in, I want you guys to think, okay, who's coming in? What are their intentions, I guess? You see a family come in, pull up, they got their dog, okay, pretty cool. Maybe a guy pulls in. What's he doing? Is he gonna go for a walk? Is he training? Is he walking his dog? Is he watching to see what I'm doing? Right? So first things first, when you get to a place like this, please be aware of your surroundings. Kind of take a minute to survey the area. It's pretty wide open. We have a lot of people here, the streets here. It's pretty good. Sometimes you go into a park and you have to pull around, buildings in the way, there's a little bit too many things that you can't see. I want you guys to be aware of that. The person that's here, they're sitting in their car, and this kind of came up, I was watching, we all watched the true crime stories, right? And all these, I made it out barely alive or whatever it was. The number one thing I noticed with that show, especially, I forget the names, I survived or whatever. The first thing that everybody says 9 out of 10 times was, well, I had a kind of a bad feeling about that, but I just said, it's just me. Or I saw that person, he looked kind of shady, but I thought, well, he couldn't be a bad guy, or whatever. What I want you guys to do is to get rid of that notion. To be honest, women have better intuition about this, okay? Your gut's telling you, I don't like that person, I don't like the situation. If that's the case, then leave, okay? First and foremost, just leave. If they get their feelings hurt, that's on them. The main thing is you guys are safe. If something's telling you, this person over here is watching me, is kind of making notes of what I'm doing, leave. Okay? First and foremost, just leave and go somewhere else. It's just better that way, right? Same thing if someone's approaching you, trying to talk to you, keep your distance, right? If you get a good feeling, okay, if your gut's telling you, you don't need to talk to that person, okay? Kind of conditioned to be respectful, which is fine, and there's what we want, but we don't need to have people within our space. One of the terms I use is our little circle of trust, right? Kind of from that movie. And I'll show you the example with some of our techniques. If you, outside of my circle of trust, that's where I want you. I want you out of harm's way. The minute you move in, now we have a problem. And I don't want